We're live and
We're on, we're on. But tell me,
yes, sir.
so right now you're you're in Vegas at the KW convention.
Today I'm in Vegas. Next week, not next week. I think what is it? In a couple of weeks in Snowmass, Colorado. You want to know the traveling schedule? We'll get into that. Don't worry.
We'll talk about that in a second. So tell me,
Yes.
why is a top-notch commercial producer is going to the family reunion KW event in Vegas?
So I tell you, yesterday there was a session who our good friend Meny mentioned, and we were sitting in there. It was the mentor mentee, and Meny, and thank you to you and Simon and some other people. There are a lot of agents that are trying to get into commercial, or they have a deal, and they want to run it with someone, run it by someone that does commercial day in and day out. And they were just there, and we have an opportunity to meet people there. And I'm a people's person. I think me to the many years that you know me. I'm all about people, networking, and that's what it's about. Last night we get together. I met a beautiful person. We celebrated her belated birthday. I'm sure she's on. And I enjoy work. Just meeting her for the very first time, because we had a trip down to Mexico and see the development. And my team. I think we were Omid, Hani, from Arizona office. So it's all about meeting people and taking it to the next level. Not only traveling with them, but also having opportunity to work with them. So that's why I'm here. And I made great connections with not one, like about 6 or 7 people that down the road we're going to do business. That's the reason why I'm here.
Tell me, you've been doing real estate for what is that, 30 years already?
30 years, we're going into 31. Yeah. You see the white
31.
hair? You see these white hair?
I can't see from here. It still look very dark to me, but looking good, David. Signs of wisdom.
My
Vegas.
mother-in-law says from time to time, she says, "Why don't you color it?" I said, "Do not touch my hair. That sexiness, we have to leave it, you know." Anyway,
So,
go ahead.
so,
Yes,
yeah, that's David GQ right there. So,
there it
what's
is.
what's your success secret really? Which is not a secret because you're very vocal about it, in a way of how how you do you. Tell us more about that.
Well, I'll say this. Yes, 30 to 31 years. The famous saying, "You work hard, you play hard." I'm serious about this. I think we either every deal or every month got to do a trip, and the reason for that really is, you get rejuvenated and put aside that I'm working out every day. I'm doing Taekwondo about 3, 4 days a week. I know my guys laugh when I tell them, but I'm already at the red belt. I really did this for the kid, for my boys. But the funny part is my older son got out and I'm still there. And, I love it. I swim every other day, rollerblade on the weekend. And of course, the ones that know me, I do about 10 to 12 ski trips a year. So it's like, every about 2, 3 weeks I'm doing skiing. And Omid, who's on the line, he will tell you that, believe it or not, when I'm skiing and I have my helmet on, I have a special Bluetooth. And I know a lot of the guys, if they're skiers, they do this. So I am on the lift, I'm going up, I'm doing my emails. Of course, depending on the weather, right? If it's really cold, well, you know what? You can't be doing emails, right? But I'm using, people that call me, I'll take the call and I press my right side, okay? And boom, and the phone call comes on and I go about conversing. And while I'm, a couple of occasions, I'm skiing down and I'm communicating with people, and they hear me well because I made sure that this thing works. But just to tell you, really the secret is just enjoy. I enjoy what I do. We're in the people business, service business, meeting people. When I'm on on a call, what I love is I hear the accent, and as soon as I hear it, I said, "Where are you from?" And he says, "I'm from Lebanon," or "I'm from India." or I'm from Mexico. And right away, I mean, majority of these places I've been, so I get into it. I say, listen, I was just in India a month and a half ago. I went here, here, here. So that conversation from 30 seconds and a cold call leads into something like 5 minutes. Now they want to know about your family. Where did you go? This. It's a much warmer thing. This is the thing. This is what I love, about this business. I hope it makes sense what I'm saying. Again, bottom line, we're in the people business. The success is really just, a lot of it is you. You love what you do, and I think success follows.
Yeah, and I love that. And the reason I open with that question because yes, whoever knows David, and I'm one of those, you're gonna get a call from nowhere, and you know that he's like on a top of a mountain or somewhere like out there, and always
Yeah.
always stay in touch, always communicating. It's almost like you. It's not just about to disconnect from the world. It's just you're just changing your environment while you keep doing what you do best.
100%. And exactly, Many. And the ones that know me, I don't go on a trip and I shut the phone and, say, okay, I'm not taking any calls. Actually, it's the reverse. Of course, when we're sitting down for dinner, we're having a meal, you put the phone away. But while I'm on any trip, I'm available. And I make that clear to the clients, and I tell them, look, you're going to work with me, you're going to work with the team, myself or maybe my team, we're out, but know that if it's 12 midnight, 6 a.m., 9 in the morning, we are there. We are accessible. And I tell you, we did a deal with the young lady out of Spain, and a majority of our calls was at midnight. Our wives, so me, it's mine, and I think Erica, like, what are you guys doing at midnight making calls? But that's what it took to make that deal with the young lady. The property was here, in LA. So we make ourselves accessible. I don't shut it down when I'm out of town, but of course, there's the meal time, and that yes, the phone does go away.
That makes sense. Yeah. When it comes to, again, 30 years of practice and whatever you had gone on before that, you're you're a pretty good negotiator. Um, how do you if you would talk to someone to tell them, coaching them how to develop their negotiation skills, especially like in commercial real estate, it's a whole different practice, but everything applies to our industry as it is.
Of
Um,
course.
so how do you keep working that, in that kind of skill set?
I mean, every day we all improve. No one's 100% perfect. Is it a gift? Is it given in our genes, in our system, and you go at it? I mean, some of it to a degree, some of it you learn. I think by meeting the person, and I insist, and this is very important for me. Okay, I do the old-fashioned way. I am totally against, when I have a meeting, oh, it has to be, on a phone call and I'm sending an email. One thing I learned in, my university in CSUN, I'll never forget Dr. Manos, OSPE 305. He said the best way to communicate is face to face. Second best, phone call. Third, writing a letter. I will never forget that. So whenever it comes down to negotiating, Manny, I think the best way is to get in front of the client. Because when I'm sitting in front of the guy, I read the person's body language. I know who I'm dealing with. I'm either dealing with someone that wants to get right to the point and I got to just do, act fast and just get to it, or somebody that, he wants to talk a little and, maybe go this way and that way. It's all about, I think, who you are sitting down with and reading the body language. That's what it's about.
Right. Yeah. And you adapt quickly based on the person that is in front of you, right?
I mean, look, I'm when I'm in front of people, I try to get them to loosen up. I start talking about, again, the recent place I visited. Depending on where they're from, I'll get into that. Remember, you're building rapport. Your credibility, and et cetera, et cetera. But it's not all about, putting pressure on someone and sitting down and say, okay, I'm here to do business with you and that's it. We're all humans, man. We all like, hey, where are you from? What have you done? What did you eat? What did you drink? Where were you? What trip were you on? It's getting into it and having a conversation, having them laugh and make them, relax, like right now, And I haven't had any coffee right now. I haven't had any alcohol right now. But it's like that,
Hmm.
You want to get these people to, just relax and, go at it. And that negotiation will come much easier.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like an icebreaker, but with you, whoever knows you, and will get a chance to talk to you further. You also sincerely curious about the person. You asking question to really know what they're about and what they're up to and why. But you also, and that's a great strength of you, as a message to everybody. You also want to learn. You want to learn about the new place, where to go, what to do, what you're missing out that they know that you don't know, which is a great skill.
That's it. That's it. And, I mean, I was in the elevator last night. I kid you not. And the guy's from Switzerland. I said, wait a minute. You're from Switzerland. What city? Oh, I'm from Zurich. I said, do you know I proposed to my wife in Geneva? And we got into it the 20 seconds. And he was like getting out of the elevator. We still having a conversation. I said, listen, also, I want to tell you, I'm going to Zermatt, in April. And the funny part is, and I do this with one of our, guys outside of KW who's very successful, is doing leasing for CBRE. And we're doing a trip where I know with this individual, not only I'm going to do business, but we've taken it to the next level. And I know when it comes to things that he's not going to handle, he's going to come over. And that's what this is about. We do these trips, but I do a lot of them, and the ones that we've done this, like, Hani, I know we've done, I don't know what, 6 or 7 trips together, and you get to know the person, and it just makes it warmer, makes it more smooth, because I know who he is, he knows who I am, and that's what it's about. Get to know
Yeah.
someone, travel with them, get together, with over a drink, meal, like I said, face to face. I make the time, I go there, he comes over here, we take a trip, and so on and so on. And we're doing business. We have a listing together right now, and we get along very well, and just using that as an example.
I love that. I think you send a message great to the crowd when it comes to that the combination of work-life balance for you. It's like a full-on harmony. It's complementing. There's no setbacks in that one. Talk to Go ahead.
No, I just want to say that no one will stop me from working out, not even my family, because it's a must. For me, it's a necessity. I know people, think like, "Oh, if it works, I can have time to work out, I do it." But you know that about me, Manny, that the workout, the swimming, the taekwondo, and then all the trips. For people like, oh, if it happens, no, it's a necessity. It's not a want. Don't forget. And good things come. And these deals come out better. And you do more business as a result. If you have the ability, you have the time, you have the money, do it. You only live once. And I guarantee you, business will come. And you'll do better.
Yeah.
Word of
Yeah.
advice. But go ahead,
Yeah.
please.
Thank you. Yeah. So, talk to us a little bit about the commercial space overall. Like, if even if you compare last year, the trend overall with what you guys are doing and specializing in, talk to us a little bit about that. And this year so far, what do you see? What do you see that commercial space overall heading to?
Well, I can tell you that, we have always been consistent. We are averaging anywhere between 20 to 25 transactions a year. I have a fantastic team. Omid, who's been with me for about 12 to 13 years. Eric, about 11 to 12 years. We know what it takes, and we do it. You know what I mean? If you come to my private office, you can see an open space. I don't have a private wall or, like a separation because we're always communicating. We probably are a phone call. I would say maybe sometimes I'm not exaggerating, 50, 60 times a day, where I know others don't do it the way we do. Okay. But for me, I have, when I'm on the line with a client, I want my team to be also on that call. Um, just so you know what's going on. The reason I shared this with you is because, again, the deals that we work on, it sometimes is complex, and we always run things by. So they're on the call, and we are conversing to make sure the deal is going forward more smooth. But coming back to your question, I think we have to work smarter. Like 3 years ago, and again, I'll start with this. The interest rates were very low. Everyone was after a deal. There were the rates of 3.5%. The First Republic days, they were doing 10-year fix for what, 3.5, 7-year fix for 3.25. So there was that market. Now, interest rates have gone up. Um, you know, you have a new president that's in right now as of January. He's a real estate guy. He's a businessman. Of course, he's going to push for lowering the rate. But overall, business as usual. We're going forward. We're doing our thing. Sometimes you're working more with buyers. Sometimes with sellers. But um, we're moving forward. I will not listen to the news and say, well, that's going to stop me from doing this business.
Right.
No, just work smarter, and you just work around it. It's extremely important. Today more than ever that when you're working with someone and you're giving a pricing, for me and for our team, is that we don't tell people what they want to hear. We tell them where the value is. And if we lose the business, obviously we lose it. But there have been many times they've gone with somebody else and it comes back in our lap because the other person gave them something that just was out of whack. And they said, we didn't work. We're coming back to you, David, and your team, and we want to have you sell this property for us. I love that. So
How do you
um
how do you handle that objection, by the way, when someone's telling you, I think it's worth 3 million, and it's like 2.7 max. There's a big gap over there. Yeah. How do you handle
sure.
those?
So I mean, we're all about educating, and when we sit down face to face with the client, and I really insist on that because I want to go over the comps, what's on the market, what's sold. And we talk about the condition of their property, why let's say their property compared to the one that was sold, whether it's a plus or negative, why we're coming with the value that we're coming. It's simple. It's just simple, 1, 2, 3, ABC. It doesn't take a rocket science. We're sitting in front of them and letting them know where it needs to be based on comps and where we're heading. Mr. Seller, your property at 123 Main Street compared to the one at 241 Main Street. Uh, these are the reasons why yours is worth, uh, less because of the condition, because there's no parking. That one was a corner, yours is a mid block. That had the 7-Eleven and da da da, and here it's just mom and pop. That's all. That's very simple stuff. Simple stuff. It's
Yeah.
just all about educating and making sure they understand, and not just just throwing a price at them and trying to make a fast sale. It's all about education.
Yeah. Education would back in with facts, simple facts, right?
That's it. That's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
If agent you and your team throughout the years also like been excellent help assisting residential agents that they don't practice commercial to convert leads, to take on the lead on what they might have and be able to successful again convert, close deals, and pay those agents referral fees. What kind of message like you can send to the resi agents, let's say, when it comes to how they can approach you guys? What do you guys specialize in it that you guys can assist them to get those maybes, right? Those leads into a paid commission.
Sure. First of all, I mean, our specialty is retail. The ones that know me, we are doing retail, such as shopping centers, the corner strips, with the 7-Eleven, with, the tenants you see. I mean, we're about to close the deal next week. It's a Chipotle, GNC, T-Mobile. It's a pad to a big shopping center. Of course, this is outside of California. We're selling, 7-Eleven and a cell phone franchisee. So retail, strip, we are doing storefronts with parking in the back. We're going back and forth right now in a deal with, 6 or 7 offers. We're doing a best and final that's in LA. And other opportunities that we're involved in, of course, we're selling land for development. Remember, it has an existing building, and also we do business opportunities, and we're doing a lot of like medical office. We're doing dental office, and we've done quite a amount of that. So for the agents that are on the residential side, this is what I say. I say, listen, first of all, you don't know me. I know Meny or Simon or whoever has given my name to you, and I really appreciate that. Come into the office, let's talk about it. Just like I, deal with the client, I have them come to my office. Many people come to, office, get a chance to meet me, Omid, Eric, John, Camilla, whoever, because I want them to really sit down and know what it's all about. And I'll get into it. I said, listen, you know, this is, she says, well, or he says that this is the deal, and I need your help, and whether they want to be involved, we're working with them like, 50-50, or they want us to just take it on and, pay a referral. But I will make sure whatever we do our own deals, we do the same for the residential or any other agent to drive it home. You know, that's what they get from me. It not only if they want to come in and learn, but you know, we're just the same way I treat my own deals or treat the agent wants my assistance.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. That's just an important message because a lot of the agents they're not even aware of what opportunities they have, and like a principal or a buyer will hire us to help them guide the way to their investment or purchase. Same thing with agents. Like we need to hire one another when it comes to specific specialty, right? So that's a given.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. What are your plans for the day? So what's David Yashar is going to do between now and Monday?
So we, I will go grab, some coffee, and I think there's a little, get together they have at 9 a.m. And I'm here till about 12. I'm involved on the property down here, so I'm gonna go look at the property, and then I'm gonna head to the airport, take a flight back, to LA, and get some calls done, and go through some emails, and then work out, swimming, get together with the family, and look forward to a wonderful weekend. And tomorrow evening, I'm a chair of the GLAR, Greater LA Realtors. They're doing an award ceremony, and I'm going to be there. And party we're attending. So there's a lot going on. At 24/7. And you have to pick and choose what you can and can't do. You can't do everything. But I want to also point out that not only we do this business, but um, our humanity side, and I know Meny, you and I have discussed this, and I'm happy Tuesday we're going to be speaking about this, that other than business, there are a lot of other important things out there that we have to be involved in. I'm involved in the Federation. I'm involved with the Guardians. I'm involved with City of Hope. We raise money to fight cancer. Please get involved. And if you're doing real estate, you're not doing real estate, I don't know, but this is our humanity side. Again, we're in the people business, and we're out there, and right now, and I don't want to get into politics, but you know, you see this.
Yeah.
This is here. And whether you like it or not, I'm sorry. This has been here for the last 2 days, and it's been bothering me very much. So I only wish for, better times and only good news. But what I'm getting at is, I think you and I discussed that we're going to do something. We're going to hopefully make it an event and have maybe a big event as a result. That, we help the less fortunate. And again, I don't want to get into the details, but um, it's not only real estate. Do other things that make you a better person. It's given. So I'll say that. I don't want to get into details, and I know we're pushed for time. But the ones that do know me, I get involved in things like that, and that's a must. And that will never stop as long as I'm alive. And
Yeah, and thanks for sharing, David, because I know it's very close and dear to your heart, and that's what makes you, and in general, like what can makes a person well-rounded, because you're given from a place of abundance, and it's the impact it's definitely goes literally, like miles away, or thousands of miles away, right? Just by those little acts. So there's more than just the day-to-day work and the hustle, etc. So yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Yep. Thank you. And I really appreciate you. I mean, Simon, Kim, I mean, you guys, and the ones that don't know you, and the ones that don't know this wonderful, team, please take the time to know who Meny really is, and this wonderful team that he's put together. I've been in this business 30 years, and I started with M&M for 11 years, and Remax for about what 9.5, and I couldn't be more happy to tell you, and that just comes straight from my heart, and not because that's the way it is. And my team, they're right on the same message, Many. So I want to tell you that you're a wonderful guy, man. Keep up the good work. You're doing a fantastic job, and I'm always there for you, brother. And that's it. Let's do deals, let's kick ass, and let's have fun while we're doing it. And the ones that are on, it is my sincere pleasure to take your call. If I can help you in any which way, if I need to connect you with someone, I'm there for you. That's straight up, no BS. And no, I really appreciate you getting me on today, and look forward to working with the ones that are on. If
Well,
I haven't
David,
done business with you already.
exactly. Yeah. Well, you're a class act yourself, and again, you build an empire with uh, top-notch people as well. So thanks for your time, and there's a lot to learn. You kind of summarizing 30 years plus in a 30 minutes conversation, but it's always good to have that kind of little joy pill to understand a little bit better about the individuals who are in business, and that's what it's all
Yes.
about, to be in business with the like-minded people, people that appreciate you, want to learn from you. There's a lot to learn from you, a lot. So I encourage everybody to reach out and figure out the time to know David and his team. David, enjoy Vegas. Behave yourself, and then we'll see you back home soon.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Thank you, Meny. We'll be in touch.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Thank you.
shalom. Later.
Bye. Thanks. Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
Meny. Thanks, David.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
guys. That
bro.
was awesome, David.
Thank you,
Thank you,
David.
Meny.